Greek tycoon Aristotle Onassis believed that marrying Jackie Kennedy would give him power over America. But this triumph cost the life of his main love, opera diva Maria Callas, who remained devoted to him until her last breath. Aristotle Onassis, a gossip columnist, billionaire, and ship owner, passionately loved two things: money and women. In his world, they were inextricably linked. Without possessing classical beauty, he was mesmerizing with incredible magnetism. If Onassis liked a woman, he pursued her, showering her with luxurious gifts. But as soon as the fortress fell, the excitement faded, and the billionaire switched to a new goal. He was followed by a trail of broken hearts, and only one woman loved him against all odds. In November 1963, Onassis was mesmerized by the television broadcast of John F. Kennedy's funeral in the Paris apartment of his mistress, Maria Callas. Looking at the grieving Jacqueline, he whispered, "There is something Greek about Jackie." Maria did not attach importance to these words at the time. She didn't know that she was gaining a deadly rival. For Onassis, something Greek meant a rebellious, wayward spirit, something he had seen in Jackie even before the tragedy. However, the independence of the First Lady, which he admired so much from a distance, would become the main irritant in marriage. Jackie didn't understand the rules of his game. Onassis needed violent scandals with the obligatory final submission to him as the boss. Maria Callas was his exact opposite in this. Maria Callas met Onassis at the peak of her career in 1957. By that time, she had been married to an elderly industrialist, Giovanni Battista Meneghini, for almost 10 years. He idolized her, was her producer and protector, but their union was more like a father-daughter relationship. Meeting with Aristotle turned everything around. The billionaire literally flooded Callas's dressing room with huge bouquets of red roses with notes from another Greek. At a lavish reception in her honor, Onassis reacted instantly to any of her phrases. As soon as Maria mentioned that she liked tango, the orchestra played only it until 3 in the morning. Soon, Onassis persuaded the singer to go on a cruise on his famous yacht, Christina. Winston Churchill, world celebrities, as well as the legal spouses of Mary and Aristotle, sailed on this journey. The yacht was a floating palace. Masterpieces by El Greco, marble baths, golden cranes in the form of dolphins. It was as if Maria had woken up in this relaxed, sensual atmosphere. Her husband Meneghini just grumbled irritably, appearing to be an old man against the background of Onassis bursting with energy. A stormy night in the cabin by the fireplace was decisive. Aristotle spent the whole night confessing to Mary in Greek about his difficult childhood and the loss of his mother. Callas realized that she was missing. When she returned to the port, she honestly told her husband, "I love Ari. It's stronger than us." Having destroyed both marriages, Onassis at first seemed madly in love. He serenaded under Maria's windows and promised to get married immediately. But, having won the opera diva, the billionaire cooled down. He could disappear for weeks, return to his ex-wife, and Maria waited for him, forgiving any insults for the sake of rare moments of happiness. In 1963, Jackie Kennedy appeared in Onassis's life again, crushed by grief after the death of her newborn son and then the murder of her husband. The billionaire offered her a vacation on his yacht. Maria stayed on the shore, For Jackie, this union became a guarantee of security and financial freedom for her children. For Onassis, it's a business project to conquer America. He cynically explained his secret meetings with Kennedy's widow to Callas. "This is not love. I only love you, but I need Jackie." In 1967, 43-year-old Maria found out that she was pregnant. It was the miracle she had dreamed of. But Onassis responded with an icy ultimatum. "I don't need children. Either have an abortion or it's over." Callas obeyed. A year later, on October 20th, 1968, I learned from the newspapers about the wedding of Onassis and Jacqueline Kennedy. Maria took the blow with dignity, locking herself in her Paris apartment. But Onassis's fairy tale ended quickly. Jackie spent his millions on endless shopping and was not going to obey. 6 months later, Aristotle was again on duty at the door of the Callas with flowers, and she forgave him again. In 1973, Onassis's only son was killed in a plane crash. This tragedy broke the tycoon. He lost the meaning of life. During these dark days, Jackie ordered new collections from the couturier, and Maria remained his only consolation. When Onassis was dying in a Paris clinic in 1975, Jackie was in New York, choosing a mourning dress from Valentino. Maria Callas outlived her Ari by only 2 years. She locked herself away from the world in her apartment and died in 1977 at the age of 53, officially from cardiac arrest. But her family knew that her heart had broken much earlier.